Here's why you play Floryn, the budding hope as a roamer. First off, she possesses consistent team-wide healing through her ultimate, which allows her to support allies across the entire map. She brings amazing utility with both sustain and crowd control, making her a reliable pick in any team composition. Her abilities also offer AoE healing and damage, giving her value in skirmishes and full-on team fights alike. On the downside, Floryn's extremely vulnerable to burst assassins and relies on proper positioning to avoid being picked off early in fights. Floryn's passive, Dew, grants her a permanent buff to her attributes through Dew's Lantern. After being out of combat for 5 seconds, you can share the Flower of Hope with one teammate, giving them a strong shield every time they receive healing from her. This shield mechanic makes her healing even more effective for protecting squishier allies in prolonged fights. Dew's Lantern also cannot be sold, keeping this mechanic with her throughout the game. Floryn's first skill, Sow, tosses an energy seed at an enemy, dealing magic damage on impact. After hitting the enemy, healing fruits bounce to nearby allies, restoring their health. This skill is Floryn's primary source of poke and sustain. It allows for her to chip away at enemies while providing quick healing to a team during trades or small skirmishes. Floryn's second skill, Sprout, sends a blob of energy forward that explodes upon contact, damaging nearby enemies and briefly stunning them while revealing their positions. This gives her valuable crowd control and vision, which helps in both engaging and disengaging. It's especially useful when trying to interrupt channel abilities or peel for her backline. Floryn's ultimate, Bloom, taps into Dew's power to instantly heal all allied heroes across the map twice. In addition to the healing, it enhances their shield and HP regen effects for a short time. This global heal can be the difference between a teammate surviving or falling during distant fights or split pushes. Timing this well can single-handedly shift the outcome of major team engagements. A typical C combo for Floryn is to start with her second skill to stun and damage enemies, then follow up with her first skill to poke and heal teammates. Use her ultimate when you see an ally at risk of dying or when multiple teammates are engaged, even if you are far away. Moving on to builds, I usually build Demon Boots, Flask of the Oasis, Fleeting Time, Winter Crown, and finally Immortality. These are the emblems that go along with this build. As for battle spells, the best battle spells for Floryn as a roam in my opinion are Flicker or Flame Shot. Flicker for repositioning during dangerous fights, or Flame Shot to poke and finish off enemies trying to escape. Floryn performs well against low damage tanks like Uranus and Lolita, who struggle to burst her down and can be out-healed in prolonged fights. She's especially useful in matchups where the enemy team lacks strong anti-heal items. However, Floryn is very weak against assassins with burst and mobility such as Karina and Saber, who can dive into the backline and eliminate her before she can react. Positioning becomes critical in these matchups, as having strong frontliners or peelers is essential. You start by upgrading Floryn's first skill at level 1, then prioritize maxing it as it offers her main source of healing and poke. Her second skill should come next for the stun utility, and most importantly, upgrade the ultimate whenever available. Floryn works best when she maintains a safe position in the backline, where she can constantly provide healing without exposing herself to danger. Use her Flower of Hope strategically by giving it to squishy carries or frontliners depending on who needs extra protection the most. During large scale fights, hold on to your ultimate for clutch saves, especially when you spot enemies diving your backline or engaging heavily. It's important to anticipate when teammates might be in danger rather than reacting late. Always throw her second skill toward choke points or during enemy advances to interrupt them or slow them down. When paired with tanky fighters like Terizla or Thamus, you can shine, keeping them alive long enough to dish out continuous damage while her crowd control keeps enemies at bay. Also avoid the temptation to face check bushes or overextend alone, as Floryn's lack of mobility makes her an easy prey for ganks. Stick with your team and play around your objectives to maximize your utility.